Hi there, it's Ruth. I'm talking to you today again from Jerusalem. I'm at a park pretty close to where I live and work. Behind me you can see there's an almond tree in blossom. It's really a lovely spring day today. So today is day 2 of the video series on what is focusing. If you haven't seen day 1, I suggest that you go back and look at that one first, because even if you think you know what focusing is, it can be helpful to get a perspective, and it will help this video make a lot more sense. So that's that. And today what I'll be talking about is how can focusing help you? And I will illustrate that by giving you some ideas of some of the ways it's helped me. At first I thought, what can I say? There's just so many areas of my life that have been changed by focusing. But I thought of a story. This happened about 10 years before I learned focusing. I was at the University of California at Berkeley finishing up my social work and my master's, my social work and public health master's degrees. And I wasn't clear about the best way for me to use my new degrees, my new skills and knowledge. So I went to the Career Center and did a brief course on what's next. There was an exercise in the class. I don't remember what the instructions were, but I remember what they told us to do, and I remember what came for me, which in retrospect was very profound. It felt profound in the moment, even though I didn't understand it. So we were instructed to look in a mirror, look into our eyes, and essentially ask something about what's next or what's wanted. It's a very focusing-oriented kind of question. At any rate, what came for me, and I still remember it, I still remember looking in that mirror. What came for me is to look deeply inside and to help others to do the same. And there was something there about also healing deeply and helping others to do the same. And it wasn't until I learned focusing, maybe a few years even after I learned focusing for the first time, that I got what that meant, because focusing has helped me to look deeply within. And so why is that helpful? And it was transformative for me, and it has been for so many other people, because inside of us, like kind of beyond the subconscious level, or beyond the conscious level of knowing, maybe beyond the subconscious as well, there is this huge amount of wisdom available, knowing, creativity, life, that most of us don't access from the rational thinking mind. So what happened for me learning focusing is that all that creativity that had been relegated to yellow paper, because I would write ideas and I would get very, very optimistic and enthusiastic, and then nothing would come of them. So that's changed. Let me see. I feel as though I've become way more authentic, that I speak from a place that's me, as opposed to speaking from my fears or my insecurities, my inner critic, all of those different places, which are still in there, but they take up much, much less space now than the places that are much fuller of life and ideas and creativity and so much more. So making decisions also was radically changed, learning focusing. Before, when I would make a decision, I would go through agony. Relatively speaking, I would write lists of pros and cons. I would ask people their opinions. I would weigh them. And of course, usually for each opinion, there's the other opinion, this opinion, that opinion, all over the place. And it was very confusing. So since I've learned focusing, I've made all of my decisions using focusing. And I don't remember having made one, or any one of them, having regretted it. And I've made some pretty big ones, like picking myself up and moving to Jerusalem, for example. Even coming here, I had never been to Israel before. So I came here, I fell in love with it. I knew that within a few days. And 2 years later, I was living here. So what else? Habits. So many of us have things in our life that we would like to be doing. We would like to lose weight. We would like to take up the guitar. We would like to have more time for ourselves. We would like to have more time with our friends. Just so many different things. We would like to write a book, learn how to make videos. And what focusing shows is that even though there's a part of us that wants that, just the fact that we're not going forward with those things indicates that there's a part that has a lot more clout that doesn't want it. And with focusing, we learn to listen to those parts with kindness, with acceptance, to really listen to them. And what I've found is that by listening to them, they don't have as much power over us. So that's another thing focusing can help with. I think that's probably enough for now. Oh, no, one more thing. Our dreams, both our waking dreams and our sleeping dreams. I've recently begun, even after 26 years of doing focusing, to study dream work. And it's amazing. I will make another video on dream work, at least one, but it's been transformative again for me, taking my focusing to a whole new level. So that gives you a little taste of what focusing might do for you. I'd love to hear your comments on this video, anything that might come up for you as you watch this, questions that you have. And also, if you think this video might be helpful to others, please feel free to share it. My sense is that focusing, if more of us knew it and related to each other from this place, the world would be very different. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for listening through this, and I wish you all the best. Take good care. Bye for now. Oh, and don't forget, the next video in the series is on learning focusing, which is also not necessarily what you think. I will talk about different ways to learn focusing, different branches of focusing that have evolved, and more about that subject. Okay, take care. Bye for now.